Hey, friends. Welcome back. It's your girl. A lot going on here this morning. It's a busy day. Reporting from the Freshworks once again. Loving the new home. I got some uplighting. Hope you like it. I hope I'm not looking like Violet. She's turning Violet. But it's your girl, Mandioa. Hello. Hope we all had a wonderful weekend and week. Oh, I got some good shit for you this week, as always. Got my nails done. For those that worried, I appreciate cause for concern, okay? If you ever see me coming on and I'm not complaining that I have only like 3 nails out of 10 on my hands, please send out an SOS because something's going on. So thank you for your cause for concern. I gotta say, so I went to a new nail place, right? Now, I know we're like, some of us are like, I have my nail lady or my nail man and they're my person, right? So I was in a bind. It was the weekend. I'm like, shit, I gotta get my nails done. I look a hot mess, right? So I thought, there's a new nail place near me. Let me go check it out, right? So I go, and let me tell you, they may have won your girl over. Eddie, you're my boy. When I tell you he did his thing, my man did his thing. Not only that, but just the overall experience. Now, some of us, like, when we go and get our nails done, there are times where I'm like, I don't have time for this bullshit, and I appreciate an in and out deal. But this weekend, I was looking to be pampered. And I know some of us ladies love that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to the nail salon is like our me time. It's our time to decompress. It's our time to talk shit with our nail person. It's our time to just, let the frustrations and the stress from the week, the month, the last 2 weeks, however often you get your nails done. It's that time to just let all that shit off. So this week specifically, was looking to be pampered. And Eddie did his thing. Not only did I feel relaxed, but the attention to detail, the questions that he asked me, I appreciated it. What kind of shape I wanted. Did I want like a tapered coffin shape, or do I just want a regular coffin shape? Do I want this? Do I want that? Eddie did his thing top notch. So I will be going back there. They won your girl over. I'm telling you. So nails are done. We are good to go. All is fine and well. I was like, you know what? I kind of just want like a clear, natural look, but give me like a chrome top. So that's what I got, in case anyone's ever asking. I know I get sometimes people will DM me, what's your nails? That's what I got. Hey, babe. Oh yeah, getting nervous around me. I know. Still, after all these years, still got that effect on you. Hope we all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I know it was the weekend. You'll never catch me dead. As I said, I will never be the one to be out and about during Valentine's Day. You will never catch me at a restaurant, especially on a weekend. So for those of you who ventured out, God bless. I hope your food was enjoyable. I hope you had a good time. I hope you didn't feel rushed. I hope everything was nice, okay? All right, let's jump into it. I got this week, we're going to get into it. I'll look at this one, okay? I got to look at this one segment. But I want to, like, start off, maybe not on, like, such a funny ha-ha, but just an overall observation that I see on the internet. I wouldn't call myself an influencer by any means necessary. Please don't ever let me influence you to do anything with your life. Now, if it's positive, by all means. But I look to influence nobody but myself. If I can inspire somebody to do something with their life, great, wonderful, but I just, no, at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. And, for me, when I hear the word influencer, it upholds a place that I just don't want to, I don't want that on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? To each their own. There are a bunch of wonderful influencers that I've collaborated with, that I talk to on the daily, and you all do your thing and you do it well. right? And I think that's what I kind of want to get into is the whole like collaboration over competition thing. Now, in my life, and I've been doing this online thing for like, over 5 years now, I would say, maybe 6 or 7. I don't know. I lost count. But I will say, collaboration is where it's at. When you collaborate with somebody, now I've invested time and money into the courses. I've had coaches, I've had mentors. So if I'm going to influence you right now, let this be an influential moment because listen, I've invested money into this, honey. Okay. I'm giving you my intellectual property right now. So listen up, take some notes, get a pen and paper because I'm about to tell you some shit. Collaboration is the way to grow. And I see so much bullshit, not specifically in my environment, but just, when you're scrolling on the internet, you see people talking shit about this one and that one, not wanting to do shit with this one and that one. You're cutting yourself off. You are cutting yourself off from opportunity for growth to expand. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of the time, people who are like that and look at other people as competition, it's because they're not 100% down with who they are. They're not 100% down with who they are. They feel like the world's on their back. They feel like it's me versus the world. Okay? When you show up and you are 100% invested in who you are and what you bring to the table, then there is no competition with nobody. It's you versus you, baby. And it took me a while to get there. Believe me, I used to, be in that phase in my life. But I think now I'm so invested in who I am. I'm confident. I know my worth. I know my talents, my gifts. I know that if we all create our own lane, there's always going to be room for us at the table. If not, you make your own damn table and you dance on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I bring myself, I know that my uniqueness will always stand out, no matter who I'm matched up against, no matter who I'm collaborating with, right? And if you don't feel that way, then I suggest that you take a good look at yourself and ask yourself some hard questions, So I wanted to bring that first and foremost. Let's just have a serious moment, a little real talk, because I've been seeing, some and and I thought, what, I got 2 cents I want to share on this. You know what I'm saying? I had some 2 cents. So there's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. If it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, trash it. Who am I to be influential, as I say. All right, quick sponsor break before we get into our next thing. This episode is brought to you by Stampone Law, Stampone O'Brien Dilsheimer and Holloway, a Philadelphia-based personal injury law firm that's been fighting for everyday people since 1984. That's before your girl was even born. They're the neighborhood attorneys who grew up right here, known for standing up to big insurance companies and big corporations when someone gets hurt, whether it's a car accident, slip and fall, medical malpractice, or a wrongful death case. Their experienced team battles for maximum compensation. These guys handle complex injury claims with grit and skill. They're offering free confidential consultations to help you understand your legal options and what you may be owed. So if you or a loved one has been injured due to someone else's negligence, call Stampone Law and get the advocacy you deserve. We fight for the underdog. I seen that on their site. I'm like, you know what? I'm adding that because I love that. I love a good underdog story, and I love anybody who's in somebody's corner who's an underdog. So check them out at stamponelaw.com. Shout out. And they are from the neighborhood. Yes, they are. All right. You know what? Look at this segment we're about to get into. I saw something which I'm going to share with you all now. Some of you have probably seen this because it's been all over the internet. This woman is from the Port Richmond section. Shout out to my girl. Okay. And we're going to go through this and just break this video down. Now, this woman, what it looks like to me is there was some kind of argument or disagreement. It looked like someone had a moving truck and may have knocked off a tree branch. They may have pulled over and parked in a way that this woman did not appreciate and damaged the tree out front of her house. That's what it looks like. I'm going to show you it all in real time, and we're going to react to it together, okay? If you're listening, open your ears and take a listen, because here we go.
It's obviously it
Give
wasn't
it to me.
clear enough for my,
Move it.
my
Give
truck.
it to me.
All right, well, you do
Yep.
anything to my truck down.
She's got that
I
tree
can do
ring.
what the fuck I
She
want
don't give
with your
no
truck.
shits. No
Where do you
shits
live
given.
at? Vandalizing my truck.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't a clear.
Fucking illegals.
Illegals. Not to be confused with illegals.
What's sorry gonna do? What the fuck is sorry gonna do? I don't have to shut the fuck up.
Nah, she don't.
Make me shut the fuck
Make
up.
her.
It wasn't an accident.
No.
You did it the fuck on
Yes, he
purpose.
did.
You did it on purpose.
Yep.
He backed up after going forward.
Backed right up.
Yeah, laugh, you son of a bitch.
Now, few observations with that. Listen, I don't know this woman, and she's got, you know, shout out to Word of the Wise podcast who provided that video for me to use for the episode. But listen, your girl knows. She's probably the block captain. I'm going to say that right now. She's probably the OG on the block. You can't tell her shit. I commented on, I was like, that's for sure Pam's family. You can't tell me for 1 minute that you're going to tell this woman what she's going to do, what you're going to do, okay, without her giving you a piece of her mind, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? Good for her, okay? Now, this woman's called a Karen. I don't think she's a Karen for stating that this dude knocked a branch off her tree, if that's what happened. Now, I'm only going off of the video, okay? I'm just giving my opinion based on my observations. You knocked a branch off her tree. Some people take pride in their property. Okay, some people like to keep their property nice. I appreciate a woman like that. That's old school. Okay, some of you need to pick up on what she's putting down. Learn from her. Learn from the OG. All right? So is she a Karen because she's speaking her mind, because she's pissed off, because you knocked a branch off, because you pulled in without even, worrying about that tree? Girlfriend deserves to be pissed off. She deserves to be pissed off, rightfully so. Okay? You ain't going to tell her nothing, because she's going to tell you something right now. You know she smoked a whole pack of cigs after that. She was worked the fuck up. Worked up. She probably had a cup of coffee. She had like 2 or 3 cigs. You know she probably called all her girlfriends, all the neighbors. You see that bullshit outside? You see what that asshole just did to my tree? I told him, didn't I? Yeah, he better get that goddamn truck off the street. He better get that goddamn truck off the street. I'll tell you that right now. Oh my God, shout out to Port Richmond. Shout out to the OGs. Keeping all you assholes in check, okay? That's what we need more. People holding people accountable. That's how you keep the neighborhood nice. That's how you keep respect going, respect for people's property. Okay, so don't be calling my girl a Karen because she respects her property. Okay, she put in years of taxes, years of paying off. Her house probably paid off. Okay, and then she ain't going to let some little shit come around and fuck shit up. All right? Yeah. Give me a minute. Get me worked up. I'll tell you that right now. Get me worked up. Pam's going to come out real quick. Real quick. But here, that's a look at this one segment for this week. Shout out to, as they called her, the Karen of Port Richmond. Although, I beg to differ. I wish I knew your actual name so I could address you. But much respect to you, Mrs., whatever your name is, for standing up, putting some respect on your property, on your tree. Maybe you can replant it. Do you ever see like where people will take like the twig, if it falls off, and you put it in, and it, like a little, the root will grow, and then you can replant it. I'm just trying to help you out. I don't know, but if you have any crazy videos you want me to comment on, send them in, DM me, right? We also got our hotline. If you want to comment, you can call in, text it in. If you're not calling or texting your girl, what are you doing? 267-225-7853. You got a rant and rave. You got a story you want to tell. You got an asshole neighbor that maybe, knocked into your tree, knocked a couple branches off your tree. Call it up and call it in. 267-225-7853. text it in if you don't want to call, and you might be a part of the show. All right, quick sponsor break. Shout out to the Fresh Works of Port Richmond, where we are reporting live from the best cheesesteaks, hoagies, wings in the River Wards area. So if you are not in the area, get your ass down to the Fresh Works. All right. I love in which the quickness of this episode is going. We're just flowing, we're ranting, we're raving. All right, so I asked, you wrote it in. Here we are. What's one thing that's definitely gonna cause drama? What's one thing that's definitely gonna cause drama out in public? Out in public, to be specific. I asked it, and you guys wrote it in. So thank you very much for talking to your girl. Here were some that stood out to me, and I'll give my opinions on them. You let me know what you think as well. The parking spot war. I know if you are from this area right now, I know you can wholeheartedly agree with this snow. It's got people, emotions are up here. It's got people up here. You know what I'm saying? Emotions are high. We got the parking wars. This lady really tried to tell me she was saving a public parking spot with her body. With her body, they wrote in caps. She stood in the street like she was a traffic cone. And when I pulled in, she slapped on my hood. I'm going to say, now this might come as a shock, but I'm going to say, you know, there have been times where I've been the parking cone. If I'm standing in a spot, like especially holiday, I remember I've done this specifically Christmas Eve because I needed my husband to get the spot out front of my mom so I could get all the shit my mom gave my kids in the car. Get my kids in the car. It's cold. It was dark. It was late. I didn't want them walking down the street. Okay? So if you see somebody standing in a spot, by all means, just look for another spot. You know what's going to go down. If that person has committed to putting their whole body in a parking spot, that means they want that spot so bad, they don't give a shit if you run them the hell over. Okay? They're willing to lay their life down on the line for that parking spot. All right? So if you're trying to fight with that person, just know they've already mentally had that conversation with themselves. They're ready to ride out into the sunset. They're ready to ride out into the sunset. So just by all means, just look for another place to park. Because the reality of the situation is the person that's probably waiting for that spot is right behind you. You were just a second sooner, okay? Do you deserve the spot? In a perfect world, technically, and maybe even morally, yeah, you probably do. But no, you don't. Keep it moving, okay? So I have to, listen, I'm just giving my 2 cents to it, okay? Speakerphone in public. I hate when I'm at the nail salon trying to relax. This was a pampered week for you, girl. I feel you. And this girl next to me is on speakerphone arguing with her significant other over him cheating. Now, again, I say pick and choose your battles. Like I said, nail salons are my me time. If I can get a little bit of tea when I'm getting a little bit of relaxation, girlfriend, let's think this through together, okay? You're getting live and in-person drama that you would probably watch on TV, that you're paying your cable company for. You're getting it for free while you're getting your nails done. It's a BOGO, if you will. Like, let's think this through. I'm there for it. If I'm sitting there getting my nails done and the woman next to me is on the phone with her significant other, oh, you best believe my ear is right on her shoulder. She may hang up. I might even chime in. I might even say, he deserved that. Guarantee I'm giving my 2 cents. Because there's my thing. If you're going to make it everybody's business, then you're going to get my opinion on your business. It's just how it goes. So usually most women who are in their right mind know if I'm going to be shouting out on speakerphone, then I'm going to, allow everyone to chime in. And if you're that woman on speakerphone and then somebody wants to chime in and you're like, mind your business, well, then don't make it our business. Okay, girlfriend? But I don't know how that could be a problem. If that were me, I'm looking at that as like jackpot day at the salon. Here we go. What's the tea? Let me get my drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, let's look at this from like the cup is half full rather than the cup is half empty. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be optimistic with these things. All right, the next one, the line cutter. Hey, Amanda, big fan. I was at Wawa, and this man just walked straight to the register like he was the mayor. And when the cashier said, sir, there's a line, he just goes, I just need one thing. We all just need one thing. Now, that I have to wholeheartedly agree with, especially in Wawa. If I'm in Wawa, I want to get in, I want to get out. We're all in a rush. So what are you doing? We're all there to get a couple of things. It's Wawa. We're not food shopping at Wawa, even though I've maybe a couple of times have gone into Wawa to food shop, but that's neither here nor there. When you're in Wawa, you are there to get in, to get out, whatever it is. You need cigs, you need a couple things to eat. You know, you're grabbing and going with your kids when they got a game. No one's cutting in line. Who are you to think you can cut in line? You know what I'm saying? I have to agree with that one. That would set me off and start shit. Yeah. Now, here's a few gym ones. Now, it's been a while since I've been at the gym, but I can remember these. I can remember situations like this to weigh in on them. So, Amanda, this girl has been sitting on the leg press for about 20 minutes texting. Not lifting, just texting. Her thumbs are getting more of a workout than her legs. I wanted to say the divine timing of you reading my prompt and texting in while you're at the gym. Now, I don't know what you were doing, girl. Were you on a machine texting? Were you waiting? Like, were you standing in front of her? Listen, if some people, and it is this day and age, some people are so much into their phones, there could be shit going on around them that you're just clueless to. I mean, I've been there. There's been times where I've been like that myself, as I'm gonna call myself out. You know, we're so engrossed in our phones nowadays. Sometimes shit. So girlfriend was probably on her, just got lost in the sauce, scrolling. Probably forgot she was at the gym. You know, she thought she was probably home shitting on the toilet. Meanwhile, you're standing in front of her, waiting to use that machine. So I hope that was the case. I hope you weren't on another machine typing to me, because there was probably someone else looking at you getting ready to type to me because you were typing to me talking about the girl that was on the machine. And we don't want that. That's just a domino effect of drama. So, but I have to agree. I don't like that at all. Get with your shit and let's go. You know what I mean? And then another gym one. I hate when people don't wipe down their machines, especially right in front of someone waiting to use the machine. I have to agree with that, because if there's one thing I don't want to get at the gym, it's your ringworm. Listen, I don't want those, you know, what you get from other people's sweat. And if I'm standing there waiting for the machinery, right, to use the equipment that you're on, and you get off it and don't even have the common courtesy to wipe it down before I get on it, you best believe I'm saying something. If you got the audacity to do that in front of me, I'm going to have the audacity to open my mouth to you. So wholeheartedly agree with that, whoever wrote that in. SEPTA. Now, for those of you who may not be from the Philadelphia area, SEPTA is our public transportation service. And when I say SEPTA, I'll probably have to use this for this. SEPTA could be a whole segment, a whole episode within itself. And if there's one person that I need to bring on for a SEPTA segment, it's my mother. Because that woman takes SEPTA every day home from work, and she's got a story every single day that would knock your socks off. Okay? So, Mom, buckle up. I'm going to have you on the show. We're going to talk about SEPTA. But this person said, when people jump on the train tracks, now you mess with my day. I have to say, my mom has come home. It's a shame. First of all, mental health matters. So please don't ever be or put yourself in a situation, if you are contemplating jumping in front of the L, just know you're ending your life, which you shouldn't do, but you're also messing up so many people's lives, one of those people being my mother. And it's happened so many times, unfortunately, that I feel people have been desensitized to it, to where they can just talk to it as if it's an inconvenience to their day. My mom will come home and be like, I was goddamn late coming home from work because someone decided to jump in front of the L. So, you know, I didn't get home till da-da-da-da-da. I'm just sitting down to eat. You know, she's all pissed off because her day's ruined because somebody jumped in front of the L. So let this be just a little word of wisdom. You know, your mental health matters. Please seek help if you're contemplating doing something like that. But just think of other people as well. Don't ruin their day like this person. I literally spit my drink out when I read that. Hilarious. Grocery store drama. This could also be another segment, a whole other episode within itself. But this person wrote, Amanda, this lady waited until everything was scanned to start transferring money between her accounts. We all watched her financial journey in real time. You know what else pisses me off too? People who coupon when they're at the register. You either come in with your coupons or don't coupon at all. If I'm in we don't have time. Nobody has time these days. We're all on the go. You know what I'm saying? If you are in the line and you're at the register, if you're at the cashier and I see you lick your finger and go through that grocery paper and start trying to rip out coupons, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. I'm going to lose my shit for sure. Yeah. I'm telling you right now. And also have your financials together. Like, if you're a grown-ass woman, you should know whether or not, or man, you should know whether or not you have money in your bank account to go food shopping. It shouldn't be a surprise, like, you know, you're there with $250 worth of groceries, you scan your card, and it's, declined. What? You, like, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. Let's get it together. Let's get it together so you're not that person at the register holding up the line because you're acting like you got the money for $250 worth of groceries and you got $4.65 in your bank account, okay? Also to couponers. Don't be couponing at the register. I actually had a woman, and bless her, I go to her all the time. She will, like, rip the coupons out for me, and I've told her, like, if I'm not prepared, don't do it for me. This is my punishment for not coming prepared. If that was something that was in the circular, that should have been on me to rip out. I appreciate you looking out for me. How much is it? $2 off? Go ahead, scan it. No, we're scanning it. If they're going to do it for me, I mean, that's her choice. Not my fault. Not my fault. My cashier goes above and beyond. That's why I go to her every single time. But, you know, if you're doing it on your own, don't either come prepared or don't do it. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. And then I want to wrap up. Someone wrote content creators. I didn't ask to be a part of your social media. I felt like that might have been targeted towards me. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if that was like a jab or if it was just an innocent observation. But I try to be mindful when I'm out and about, you know, of some people don't want to be on social media. Some people don't want their life recorded, you know. So let's be mindful content creators out there who might be listening to me. If there's people that you're recording, just make sure, you know. Now, if you're in a public space, I know it's like, I don't need your consent. But again, it's like common courtesy because this is the shit that's going to cause drama, as people wrote in. Some people are going to be on their bullshit. You record them, they don't want to be, they might have a warrant out, all right? And you're recording them. And then before you know it, the feds are popping in, they're getting arrested, and then you got content gold, my friend. So hit that record button by all means. Hit that record button. If you got something you want to write in, if you want to comment or rant and rave, again, text it in 267-225-7853. Mwah, short and sweet this week. Love you, mean it. See you next week.